Oh, hi! Welcome to another edition of Socrates Explains Everything. My name is Socrates, and I like to explain things. We're here in beautiful Haarlem, in Netherlands. That's Haarlem with two A's. The extra A is for Amsterdam. And we're going to answer a user question, a viewer question. Close the Door Now writes in and asks, so, the British are incompetent, are they? Well, let's examine that, shall we? What is incompetent? It's not competent. What is competent? Competent is when you do what you set out to do. You say something and you do it. And you do it very, very well. That's competence. It's how you win a gold medal in the Olympics, because you're incredibly competent at your sport. The main beef of the British is that they want to take back control. They have voted for a Brexit for this purpose, and yet, even though they have a parliament and they're kind of a sovereign nation, and they already do have control, they seem to have a problem taking that control or using that control or acting with the control. So, if you want to drive the bus and you're sitting in the bus driver's seat with your hands on the wheel and the engine's running and the bus is either not moving or is crashing into things, I would start questioning your competence. Yeah. If they really wanted, if leave meant leave, I think they could have left by now. The Irish backstop is the biggest problem for the Brexit negotiations. And the reason for the backstop is in case there's no solution to a border control, there's at least a backstop which keeps Ireland as the same customs union and the same trade agreements, basically. So there's no need for a border. The solution, seems the most logical, is to reunify Ireland and then simply put the border between the Irish Sea, where it already exists, because you can't ship from mainland UK to the Irish island without going through a customs check because of the quarantine aspect. So there already is a customs check line between mainland UK and the Irish island, so you're not actually adding something, it's just sort of semantics. And their contention, the British position on the backstop, is that there's no need for the backstop because a solution, a technological trade border, etc., is so easy to fashion that there's no need to have a backstop. We'll fix it just like that. So you ask the question, if you can fix it just like that, one, why haven't you? And two, the backstop will never come into action. It's basically saying that you can unlock that door and pick that lock in less than an hour. And so we say, okay, let's lock you in the room. And you freak out because you're going to be locked in that room forever. Why? Because you can't pick the door. You can't pick the lock. You have no solution to the Irish border. There is no solution to the Irish border except a border. And the most logical place to put that border would be down the Irish Sea, reunifying Ireland finally and getting rid of the British. In which case the Irish would then take back control. So England simply wants more. It's the better deal is the idea. It's a better deal. Who doesn't want a better deal? I want a better phone. I want better weather. I want this video to be better. I want a better video. Unfortunately, my incompetence is keeping this video from being any better than this, any gooder than this. So, incompetence? Well, most of us are at least sometime. When you brag about your exceptionalism and you have a history and teeth, you should be a little more humble. Yeah, humble and pride. These two things do not meet. And both the Americans and the English are incredibly susceptible to pride and incompetence. Yep. So, I think you have a wonderful screen name, and I think the EU needs to close the door now, and that chaotic, insane country can go be chaotic and keep blaming everybody for their problems. This has been Socrates Explains Everything, here at a park in the Netherlands. Hi. On a beautiful, semi-rainy day, people walking their dogs. Here comes the rain again. That's the end of this episode. My name is Socrates. Talk to you again. Like, subscribe, ask a question. Told you I answer them.